Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, kind of a different video. I was actually, I recently swapped to a OBS for my streaming, software and such like that, which came with some recording, and I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and test it out, recording-wise, and I ended up just getting this, really good race in the process, so, coming off the, line, I ended up getting right past H. Quinn and MK Long. We're going into Elf. We end up having a little bit of a drag race. I ended up bumping into MK Long there. Kind of expecting him to get a little bit, expecting him to leave that corner a little bit faster. But anyways, a bit of a three-way battle, which is all of us in B class here in this race. So going around Renault, or at least I hope that's how you pronounce that turn name. Kind of like the car manufacturer, but anyways, H. Quinn getting right by my side, getting around me. The game taking a minute to catch up to say who's ahead of who. A little bit of a love tap between me and H. Quinn there. Not enough to ruin the race too much, but either way, he does get around me in the process. During both of our lap times as well. Going into Worth though, I do manage to catch right back up. Didn't have that good of an exit because I was trying to avoid going to the back of them. Now going around Kamsa, managed to get quite a bit of a better exit out of there, so I'm able to start catching up to him quite a bit. Tucked up right into his draft. He ends up hitting the brakes a little too soon for my liking, so I ended up losing control there. Locked up the rear brakes just a little bit. And here comes S-Class. I get a little love tap from one of them. Getting a, hey, get going, bud, get going. You're getting in the way. And a little bit of S on S-Class violence. Medicar got spun out by what I think is an Acura. Gets a bit of a collision penalty there. Rightfully so, and I'm pretty sure the guy in the Medicar ended up quitting there. Which, granted, he was in the Medicar, so him getting spun out was to be expected. And of course, here comes another S-Class car. It seems like it's only the six of us, and here comes that Medicar. As I'm right behind H. Quinn here, going through Elf, and this is the seat. Going through Renault now, and trying to really get that rubber down as I go around. S-Class Meta is going to go ahead and slingshot right around me because he just does not like being off the proper line. And of course, when I started fishtailing, he's seen his moment. So anyways, starting to get pretty close to H. Quinn here. Trying to make up some time after the little mishap of getting not so much brake checked, but a bit of a misunderstanding between the two of us. And someone is making some sandcastles. Going through Kamsa, I seem to have closed the gap between me and H. Quinn quite a bit. And MK Long only a second ahead, so looks like a really good race. Not underestimating when the brakes are going to get hit. Really trying to close these gaps around. MK Long and H. Quinn doing a bit of a battle between the two of them. Allowing me to kind of just sit back and see what those two are gonna do to one another. Because normally when two people are battling, sometimes something bad happens and the guy behind the battle tends to reap the reward. But anyways, right behind H. Quinn, we got S-Class coming up behind me. Tucked up right behind him in his draft. Deciding to go ahead and pop out of here. I end up hitting the brakes a little later, and I end up going into MK Long. 100% my fault. But at the same time, it seemed like Enjoyed the Trout was really slowing down MK Long there. So I'm gonna put the some of the blame on him. Seemed like he slowed down MK Long a little too much. And it was going into Repsol now, right behind MK Long. Although H. Quinn is right behind the two of us as well. So as of right now, it seems like it is one hell of a three-way battle between essentially the three of us in B-Class. Enjoyed Trout struggling to keep his car under control in S-Class. I took up on the inside of MK Long, thinking I could get a move done, but end up having to back out of it quite a bit early because lack of real estate. But as of right now, trying to do the same thing coming out of Campsa. Right now, side by side, pretty even on the power during this straight. On the brakes there, getting the move done for now. As we go around La Quexa and going into Senka Sabadell. Enjoyed Trout in the S-Class car is a little bit of a backwards there. Not quite sure what happened there. None of us were all that close to cause him to spin out. But anyways, getting off of New Holland right now. Did not have that good of an exit, but so far it's proven to be a pretty good race between the three of us. S-Class is going to go ahead and get around. MK Long showing off how much power he has, getting around me almost like it was nothing. Going into Elf. Then take that a little wider than what I would like to. And S-Class is just going to spin himself out once again. Not quite sure why he's struggling to keep control of that car so much. I mean, I'm sure if he actually tried, he'd probably be able to catch up to first place there. But, hey, who am I to say? I don't really do too much S-Class racing. But anyways, MK Long taking this corner. Was this Repsol going into C? Seems like he took that a little wider than what I would recommend people do, but getting right on his backside right now, getting a lot of pressure on him, trying to get him to make a mistake. Most of the time when you're in a power build, you don't have too much grip. So he's going to probably try to hug the best possible line, going through almost everywhere. And you can see there, he's starting to fishtail right then and there. Probably a little too soon on the gas. I think right now I'm starting to get into his head just a little bit. But going into La Quexa, trying to take the inside, but a small amount of contact between me and H. Quinn. He backs off because he knows he was pretty much at fault there. So, much respect to him for that one. But now me and MK Long doing our little battle. Staying within his draft, but coming off New Holland. Going into this straightaway, I know I'm not going to have anything for him. So, at this point, just try to stay within his draft. Try to keep up with him as best as I possibly can. We still got a little over 11 minutes to make a move, and roughly 3/4 of the track is rather technical, so as long as I get around him at some point between now and next time we're exiting New Holland, the better off I will be. So I've also got a S-Class right behind me as well, so seems like he's going to try and race me versus try to catch up to his other S-Class counterpart. Going into Repsol right now, getting the better exit on even S-Class. Right on MK Long's bumper, going into C. I'm on the outside, don't really have any room to get a good exit, so Long is able to get the better exit there, keep first place. But going into Worth right now, side by side, trying to get on the gas as soon as I possibly can. Doesn't work out in my favor. But going into Campsa, are we able to do the same thing? Looks like it on the inside, but Long is able to get a pretty good exit. Forza took a minute to realize, hey, Long is still in the lead. Going into La Quexa, locked up the brakes, causing a little bit of a collision. Knocked MK Long off his line just a little bit, but he is close enough to where as soon as we get on New Holland, he is going to get around me almost like nothing. But going around Europe car, and then going into New Holland, just trying to get as much distance between me and him as possible. Because if I could get, well, now it's pretty much going to be worthless because he's tucked up in my draft. I decided to go defensive on the line. He gets in the draft, goes on the right side for some reason there. Not quite sure what the goal was there, but either way, I end up hitting my breaking point, but underestimate how close I was to him going off the straight. A little bit of a shoving match between the two of us. I'm going to claim fault for that one, and the game is going to agree with me on that one. You guys in the comments can tell me otherwise, but like I said, I do take fault for that one since... And then, of course, right there, I'm not quite even sure who would be at fault for that one, but either way, going into Elf, I take fault for that one for underestimating how much distance between the two of us there truly was. I honestly thought he got away further than what he did. But either way, I take fault for that one. He was able to get right back around me coming off of a Renault though, so I don't, like I said, you guys in the comments, just let me know who you think was at fault for that one. But anyways, coming out of Kamsa, now it's just a battle between me and H. Quinn. And going around straight after Kamsa, I don't see a name for it off of Racing Circuit Info, which is where I get all my tracks from, at least the turn names and all of that. So if there is a name for these straights and you guys can find them, let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, now me and the Mercedes driven by H. Quinn, he's going to get right beside me going into New Holland. He gets the better line going through, but I'm able to get within his draft, and I'm pretty sure I have a little bit more power than he does, so gonna just get right on his right side on the defensive line, getting around him. We are side by side going around this straight, going into Elf. Not missing my braking point once again. Locked up the rear brakes just a little bit, and just long enough to get the rear end to go to the left side, get it rotated to where I needed it. MK Long got a little bit of a penalty there. I'm not quite sure what it was from. He might be a little salty at our collision earlier, which again, the initial collision I take full fault for. Again, you guys in the comments, just let me know who you think was truly at fault. But at the end of the day, no excuses. No excuses at all. I take full blame for it. Anyways, going into Worth right now, just trying to race like I haven't raced before in this multi-class race. And again, was not expecting to do this for an OBS test. This just turned out to be that good of a race, if you ask me. Anyways, going into La Caixa, I think I'm starting to get a little bit of distance between me and H. Quinn, at least enough to where it's not going to be too much of a worry, and we're only at 6 minutes left in the race as it is. So at this point, I have a feeling if I'm able to keep my distance between me and him, I should be alright. And MK Long looks like he's going to have quite a bit of distance to close as far as getting between me and H. Quinn here. He's had a new best lap there. Cannot complain whatsoever. Seems like anytime I do a race like this, I'm just trying to set a better lap time, get a good rubber track in, because on Rivals, I feel like it just takes way too long to get the track rubbered in and such. H. Long trying to go up on the inside. Gives me a small love tap on the backside. If anything, it helped me out quite a bit.
5 minutes.
If anything, I might have just underestimated how much throttle I could truly give coming out of Renault there. But anyways, going into Repsol and seat. Trying to just keep my distance. Trying to keep this pace going as best as I possibly can. Because first place is always going to be a welcome factor in this on this channel. Doesn't happen very often either, so whenever I can win a race, I will gladly take it. But anyways, coming out of Campsa, got a little squirrely on the exit. Just still getting a pretty good exit though. Cannot complain whatsoever. Going into La Caixa now. Ended up taking that a little wider than I would normally like. MK Long losing a lot of time to me and Quinn here. And now coming off of Europe car, starting to get my distance from H. Quinn once again. Right now, 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in the race. It is looking like it is going to be my victory, but H. Quinn, as of right now, making it known anything can happen. He's only 3 tenths behind. MK Long starting to close the distance. H. Quinn within my draft, he's going to go defensive. I'm going to miss my braking point by a small margin. Go a little wide. A little bit of a collision between the two of us. Just enough to straighten my car out. Just enough to mess up my line. Just that much. And then MK Long and H. Quinn having a little bit of a shoving match there. And now it is a battle between me and MK Long once again. It seems like he is just one back in the action. And he's willing to get a little physical if he has to do it. But going in the seat right now, I'm just trying to keep the best possible line. Because it seemed like MK Long was going to try and go as tight as he can, trying to get around me as of right now. He's only half a second behind. Going into Worth right now. H. Quinn going off course there. I think he gets a penalty. Yep, he gets a small penalty for that one. Looked like he was going to try and get around MK Long for second place. And it seems like at the 2-minute mark, everyone's getting desperate for that P1 position, aka the pole position. MK Long almost into my back bumper there, trying to get around me. Ends up losing the position in the process. H. Quinn trying to close the gap as much as he can as well. Seems like the three of us are just going to have one hell of a battle right now. Going into New Holland, we only got a minute 40 left. Anything can happen still. On the straightaway, I'm able to overtake H. Quinn, but I have a feeling MK Long is going to be able to close the gap, get within my draft, and make my life a living hell. Go off the rear view, it seemed like H. Quinn was going to try and block MK. Backs out of it last minute, going in the ELF. Just trying to hold on as best I possibly can, getting as much distance between me and him. MK Long not able to get these corners down quite a bit. Looks like a little bit of a collision by H. Quinn. Did going a little bit off track. Going into Repsol now. Just trying to hold on. We only got 50 seconds left. Can pole position be mine? Looks like H. Quinn and MK doing a lot of battling. I'm able to get away. 30 seconds left. H. Quinn apologizing to MK there. Seems like H. Quinn got a little bit more penalties in the process. 3 seconds ahead. 25 seconds left on the clock. It's going to take a miracle for MK or H. Quinn to make a move on me. Down to the final 15. We are on a straightaway. Just pulling away from MK right now. Going into La Caixa. 7 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Victory is mine. Granted, slightly dirty section, which is probably what gave me the P1 to begin with. Best possible lap time. Guys, let me know down in the comments down below whether you thought that initial action was my fault. I say yes, it was. But your input is always valued. And other than that, pretend I said something corny here to get you to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys next time. See y'all later.